Chicago and the Philippines. A comprehensive review of the week's special community events, featuring many exciting personalities, handled by the most professional Chicago Philippine Reports TV staff.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Chicago Philippine Reports TV, still the #1 Filipino show in the Midwest. I'm Girly Pascual. Welcome to our show. Today we have all the top stories from the Philippines. We also have what's happening in our own Filipino-American community of Chicago. We have interesting interviews led by our very own executive producer, Miss Veronica Layton. We have Bridget Cotero Carino. All these are coming up and more afterward from our sponsors. Please stay with us.
A ban on Philippine offshore gaming operators is expected to weigh down on the real estate industry. But according to Lee Chu Property Consultants, the impact will be minimal. In its property market update for the first half of 2024, 75,000 square meters of office space, or 10% of the industry share, is occupied by this sector. However, the numbers are already down from 88,000 square meters of office space occupied by Pogo in the same period of last year.
If they are completely, they abandon the office completely of the existing footprint they have, of course that is a large contraction that we will need to find ways to somehow fill up, because they're still quite heavy in terms of the amount of space they have in the market.
Office occupancy by Pogo peaked in 2019 and became the largest demand driver for office space. Leach Research and Consultancy Director Roy Goles points out, in terms of residential occupancy, the departure of Pogo is seen to affect the Bay Area, Alabang and Makati.
They have vacated the residential condominiums. They will likely also start to, or they have already started selling these residential condominium units. It's a large supply, and if the Pogo sector starts to shrink further, then it will negatively impact these locations.
But with Pogos no longer a driver of lease space this year, Baranda said the industry is now in a balanced position as demand in the IT BPM, traditional offices and government offices has picked up. Office demand in the first half of 2024 is up by 24% compared to 2023 on the back of increase in leasing activity in these sectors.
We've seen some growth, but not the same growth as we've experienced in 2019. So they're similar to any other business now. If they need to grow, they take space. Unlike before where they were taking space speculatively, meaning they will lease an entire building and then find a way to fill up.
Meanwhile, the residential market remains upbeat as sales are up by 6.5% for the second quarter of 2024 after a decline in the past 3 quarters. Despite granted residential estate loans slipping by 9% during the first quarter, it rose by 2% outside Metro Manila. The company projects robust residential demand outside Metro Manila, driven by infrastructure projects such as the new Manila International Airport and expressways leading to the south. For hotel, tourism, and leisure, Bohol emerged as the most preferred destination for hotel investments with its steady increase of foreign tourist arrivals. Metro Manila, Cebu City, Siargao, and El Nido were also cited as preferred investment locations for tourism. With the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas signaling for rate cuts within the year, the firm is optimistic that the move will strengthen developer and investment activities in the industry. Lady Vicencio, ABS-CBN News.
A major milestone for the U.S. government. The U.S. Treasury Department and the Internal Revenue Service announced they have collected more than $1 billion in past due tax debt from millionaires over the past year. In September last year, the IRS launched an initiative to pursue individuals with more than $1 million in income who have failed to pay tax debt. The agency say if efforts are sustained, the initiative could generate up to $851 billion in additional revenue through the year 2034.
It's more fun in the Philippines.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. And the money you do have in the stock market will go down and down and down. It's happened during every economic cycle, and it will happen again. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Gold and silver have never been worth zero, and typically gold holds its value and sometimes grows during economic turmoil. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. And learn how to set up a new IRA or roll over your current one into a gold-backed IRA. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
How would you like to get high-speed internet for your home for less than $2 a day? That's right, for about $50 a month, you'll get lightning fast internet. Are you paying less than $50 a month right now for your internet? Then call Whole Home Connect right now for blazing fast internet at $50 a month with no price increases, no hidden fees, no contracts, no equipment fees. It's a great deal. And guess what? You can try it for 15 days. If you don't like it, you get your money back, but you're gonna love it, and you're gonna love the price. Internet for your home for $50 a month. That's less than $2 a day. Plus, no contracts, no equipment fees, and our 15-day guarantee. Call now.
Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. Again, 800-555-1212. Don't wait. Call us right now.
Do you need to get your hands on some extra money right now? Maybe $25,000 or more? If you're a homeowner, now is the perfect time to get cash out. While homes in many neighborhoods like yours have gone up in value, you can use the money for anything. It's yours. You can buy an investment property, pay for college, pay off higher interest debt, or make home improvements. A cash out refinance is the perfect solution to get the cash you need. If you need $25,000, $50,000, or even $100,000, now's the time. Home values are up, and so is your equity. We offer you a way to use it. No need to sell your home or use your savings. Call New American Funding now and speak to a cash out refi specialist and see how much cash out you can get.
Call New American Funding at 855-332-3929. That's 855-332-3929. Call 855-332-3929.
Via Times, vital news, vibrant views for the Filipino Asian communities in Chicago. Via Times for your most interesting and exciting reading and your party coverages. Via Times has very interesting columnists. You name it, Via Times has it. Law, Filipino news, dentistry, immigration, humor, serious opinions, health, beauty, mysticism, Bata Corner, showbiz, and intelligently written editorials. Call Via Times at 773-866-0811.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today, I have a very exciting, not a very exciting, interesting um, people who will be with us today. But our main person for this interview, his name is Mr. Jason de la Cruz. And help me welcome Jason de la Cruz. He's the one in the middle of the other frame. Hi, Jason. How are you? You're looking so good.
Hello, Tita Vern. How are you doing?
Okay. Well, I invited Jason today for a short interview about his upcoming concert in our community here in Chicago. And Jason also invited a couple of his friends who will be assisting him in this interview because I would like to let my viewers know that Jason has some kind of health issues right now. And but help me welcome these three people. Jason, will you please introduce your friends who will be assisting you in this interview?
Yes, this is Lyda Kovada, and this is Christy Nishimura. These are my good friends. I've known these people from the 80s, and we're still friends.
Well, I'm really really thrilled and proud to welcome you here in the show, girls. And okay.
Happy to be here.
Okay, first thing, Jason, you have a very exciting concert that's coming up here in Chicago. And
Well, the first one was going to be the old school concert. It's first of all I don't know if you remember with Eris Tapasio, we had something in 2008. It's like the old school DJs. We're going to do this the last time, and we're trying to help remember people that passed away before COVID and after COVID, because we lost a lot of friends, not just COVID, but some cancer and other things. We want to remember these people because we really couldn't do that during the COVID days. So we want to do this night with my DJs, and we will mention their names.
okay, Jason, you're right. Well, you're right. I've known you for so many years. After living several decades here in Chicago, I'm an old fixture here. Yes, I know I'm aware of some of the trials and tribulations of some of our people or kababayan who live here and now are not with us and passed away. But yes, I've known you, Jason, for many years, and you have been up there as one of the our towns or cities promoters, right? For many.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, what I want you to do is, please, do you have a very exciting concert that's coming up here in Chicago? And we would like to talk about it, and we would like to help you promote it here. This is your first time to appear on our show, right?
Yes. No, this is the second time. A long time ago, 2008 yata. when I was with Iris Tapacho.
With Aris. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's a long time. Yeah.
And,
I don't know. I had a stroke 2014.
It's
So
been long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Long time. And well, it's always nice to see you here in this show. But okay, um, I know that you've had some health issues, and I'm glad to see you looking good.
Thank you.
Same here with
Thank you.
me. I also had a health issue.
Yeah, I know, and you look great. So, mine since 2014, it's almost past 10 years. And I'm lucky to be alive because I had a massive stroke, meaning I could have died if I don't, if I wasn't brought to the hospital. So, I guess God just said, you have to stay here first. So,
Okay, I think we forgot to to introduce our guest, other guest with you today. Can you please introduce?
yes, this is Lida Cavada.
Yeah, I'm Lida Cavada, and I've been a longtime friend of Jason since the 1980s, and we remain friends till now. And we're just here really to contribute to the effort of Jason's objective to really get everyone together that we used to have fun with back in the time when we used to all gather and as a Filipino American community, and we would dance to the old school DJs, music, and because of the passing of so many of our friends, we just wanted to also pay tribute to them, and because we are also getting older. We realize that, we may not be around that, we want to see everybody before, we don't want to just see someone at a wake or a funeral. We want to be at an event where we're actually having fun, enjoying, smiling, laughing, reminiscing about the old times. And that's what our goal is for this event. And then hopefully be able to raise enough money to also bless others. Hopefully, we had a friend that recently passed, maybe help in that regard. And also, if things are even that great, we could, contribute to our homeland, which we love so much.
Great, terrific. And Christy Nikamura.
Yes, I'm Christine Nishimura. I'm also a co-host with Jason for the Back to the School Old School reunion. And just like Lida said, we just want to be able to reconnect with friends and that we used to have fun with. Back in the day, we had no worries and no thoughts. And now that as we get older, people are passing away, and we just want to be able to see each other and have a good night with each other to memorialize those who have passed, and also just reminisce about the old days. And me being a Japanese American citizen, I had always looked up to the Filipino American communities, and it made me proud to be an Asian American Pacific Islander back in the day. So it's very important for us. And so some of the kids are even coming, the adult children are coming, so they get to see what we got to see back in our days, as being a whole Asian community together that came together as one, and with no worries and just being happy. And so it's important for us to be able to share that with our kids as well. So, and I've known Jason from the 80s also, so it's so good to see him looking so good, and thanking God that he's here with us, and his health is just getting better every day. So,
and what I most admire about Jason is his continued endeavors to still push himself to do things that he enjoys, his passion. I mean, he could have stopped and said, forget it, but no, he still wants to do it. He wants to serve the community. He's very proud to be a Filipino American. He's a proud Pinoy, and so, we want to support him because we love him and we care about him.
Girls, you are such amazing friends. So sweet. And oh my goodness, Jason, you're lucky to have friends like these two girls.
Very lucky.
Nice Can I be your friend too?
You're the
Always happy.
You know, it's my nature to be caring to others. So
Friend.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Now we're going to be talking about I want to help you in promoting uh, this upcoming concert. And
Yeah.
also Times is your sponsor too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, what can you say about the upcoming concert?
So it's the back to the school reunion is at Platinum off of McCormick. He also has other concerts that are coming up. So it's Pinoy rock concerts and other concerts that also are affiliated. But I think the Via Times is sponsoring the back to the school old school reunion.
That's both.
Or both of them. Okay. So so which is great. Both of them are going to be great events and venues. So we're looking forward for people to come out, and I'll be at the rock concert taking pictures and being on the back scene and back end of it too. So
when is this happening?
July 26th, it's on a Friday, and the concert is August 3rd on a Saturday. So
yeah, the concert will be featuring numerous Filipino bands. There'll also be opportunities to purchase food from various vendors. There'll be a Filipino-owned food truck. So, that's going to be interesting. That's on August 3rd. The one that's on July 26th, Friday, that is, as Christy said, it's more or less like mimicking the like a reinvention of the parties that we used to have at Rizal. When we used to go to Rizal Center when we were when we were teenagers, and we just danced the night away, and when we just enjoyed ourselves. So that we're just trying to recap that moment. And so that's happening on Friday, July 26th, at Platinum Club.
Sounds very exciting. Just keep me posted, okay? And
Yes.
okay, any upcoming projects, Jason, in the office?
Just the two of them. I
Yes.
focus on.
Great, terrific. And okay, girls, I want these two girls, I want you to say something about your amazing relationship in taking care of a friend like Jason.
Oh, actually, we could recap it, even just what happened this past week. I mean, we know that Jason needs help, and so we always go over and beyond to kind of help him, because sometimes it's not always easy for him, so we step in whenever we can to assist him. And I don't want to get into details, but just like all of us, sometimes we forget things, or we leave things behind, and he reaches out to us, and we're happy to help him. We will do anything. I mean, even if we have to drive here just to and we're always hoping that he's okay. So we talk almost every day.
we do talk every day. We will support him in any way possible, and anything that Jason needs, we'll be here for him. So we fully support Jason 100%. And as we support each other and everyone else around us, all of our friends, we just try to be there for each other, because again, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and we just want to make sure that we all are able to see each other and be loving to each other and just be kind to one another. And because we just never know what's going to happen to any of us at any point in time in our lives. So
yeah, I think with us all having recent illnesses or deaths in our family, like I just lost my mom a year ago, it really impacted me that you got to really live for today, seize the moment, connect with your friends, check on, see how they're doing. I just have to, look out for one another. I mean, it's part of our Asian culture, specifically Filipino, even Japanese culture. Like, we have to look out for our fellow kababayans, you know, our barkada, you know, like, you know, yeah.
And with Jason's story, it's like just a testament of God. You know, we know that he's here with us for a reason. So we want to spend every moment we can with him, support him in any way possible. So we understand that. We know that God has him here for a reason with us.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it gives us, you know, it gives us purpose to see him fulfill his purpose, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What a friendship. I'm really amazed. Okay, Jason,
Yes.
I really salute you for your strength and resilience and your will to live and be strong out there to be of help to many people in our community, giving us some fantastic shows. Okay, and I wish you good luck, good health, and God bless you. And but I'm really thrilled. I didn't even
Yeah,
recognize.
if I could say something else, I just want to kind of send a message and use Jason as an example. And even myself, I had some major health issues recently, and you know, thankfully God has restored not only my health, but Jason's health. And you know, Christy, we're all kind of getting older now. And but you know, to send a message out there to everybody, there's a lot of people that are lonely, a lot of people that are sad, a lot of people that are going through stuff. They don't have to go through it alone. And they don't have to give up. They can continue to fight. They need to find strength in God. And that's another thing that I want to convey. They can, you know, things can be restored with the belief of the power of you know, the Holy Spirit. And, you know, we just want to let people know, don't give up. You know, you're not alone, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Kaya mo yan. Yung gusto ko
Kaya mo.
sabihin.
My God,
Kaya.
Payak mo ako, darling. Oh, anyway, this is so thrilling. I'm telling you, this is really the best, one of the best interviews I've ever had.
Oh, thank you.
Because it's all emotions. Okay, so I I really am very thrilled to have you here. I was not even aware what's going to happen to this trio interview. And no, I'm very thankful. All right. And thank you so much, girls. And Jason, thank you so much. And I until next time, we are going to have an update to this interview. Okay. And
All right.
bye. And maraming salamat sa inyong for gracing our show today. At maraming
Salamat din.
panonood. Bye. We'll see you later.
Yan! Dito na! Perfect!
It's more fun in the Philippines.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today, I have a very exciting, interesting personality, a Filipino-American, and she's a lawyer, and she's running for judge in DuPage County of Illinois. And help me welcome Miss Hope Fatima Mercado. Hi, Hope. How are you?
Hi, Veronica. Thank you for having me. Kumusta sa inyo lahat?
All right, kumusta? And I invited you here today because just like what I said in my intro, you're a lawyer right now, and you are running for judge.
DuPage County Judicial Court in the Third Sub-Circuit. So it's an open. There's a vacancy here in DuPage County, so that's where I'm vying for November election. So this coming November is not only the presidential election, it's also a local election here in DuPage County.
Okay, great. Oh, well, DuPage County. Okay, I live in Cook County here in Illinois, and she is talking about DuPage County, which is another big county here in Illinois, right?
Well, I used to live in Cook County, Veronica. We used to live in Cook County. Great place to live. But now I'm in DuPage County. I love it here. And I have to promote DuPage because I'm running for DuPage Court. But yeah, thanks for having me. I mean, it's an honor to be talking with you. I mean, because I've heard so much great things. And Veronica, you are indeed a trailblazer. I've heard it from so many people. And thank you for being there for the Filipino community. We need more people like you in Cook County.
Well, thank you, Hope. It's also my honor to have you here today.
Thank you.
I've heard so much about you too, and I'm really happy that we were able to connect. Okay, now as regarding to your candidacy as judge. Okay, so why are you running for this position?
That is a good question because a lot of Filipino Americans and all over, even my colleagues in Cook County and DuPage County, they ask me, Hope, why are you running? I mean, it's daunting. It's it's challenging in a sense. But why I'm running primarily, Veronica, I have to be honest, especially here in DuPage County, we need representation. We need representation on the bench. Right now, obviously, we don't have Asian American in DuPage Court, let alone Filipino American in DuPage Court. So there's lack of diversity, right? And that's where it come in. Representation is really important because to have that equality or to achieve equality under the law, Veronica, you need equal representation from all communities. So right now, we don't have that in DuPage. Cook County, I think we have several Filipino American judges, Asian American judges, African American, and Hispanic. In DuPage, it's a different story. We don't have that. So if I'm elected, I need the support of all Filipino American communities and all communities here in DuPage. If I'm elected, I'll be the first Filipino American in DuPage Court. I'll be the first Asian American woman in DuPage Court. So the stake is high, and I'm working hard every day just to spread the word to everyone, all the residents in DuPage County. So that's primarily the number one reason that I'm running. But secondly, obviously, I want the court to be fair. I want judicial independence. I don't want the court to be deciding cases based on politics, based on outside influence, based on special interest or anything like that. I want the court to just decide based on the rule of law. Most importantly, the rule of law, and also competence. And I've been a litigation attorney for over 20 years, Veronica. I've handled so many cases. I've handled diverse cases, and I've represented people and individuals, families from different walks of life, from different backgrounds. So I have that diversity of not only in my background, but diversity of practice, diversity of my legal experience in the law. So that's what I bring into the DuPage Court. All that and plus a lot more. So that's what I offer.
Okay, very good. As you've said, you're the first Asian American to be running in this position in DuPage County. So you're opening the door for
Asian Americans with what you're doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's time. It's long due here in DuPage County. And like I said, we have few Filipino American judges in DuPage, I mean, in Cook County, but zero in DuPage. And not a single Asian American woman in DuPage. So it is, I'm up for the challenge. And you know, it's when I started running back in September, late September, people told me here in DuPage, even my, you know, the party that I'm running from, and other people, candidates, elected officials, they told me it's too late. Hope it's too late. Your opponents have campaigned 2 years prior, so it's too late. And you know, that didn't deter me. I persevered, I moved forward, and my husband was a key factor in helping me get on the ballot. Friends and family. Without them, I wouldn't be here talking to you about my campaign. So that's a key. Family support, friends and colleagues who truly believe that I can do it. And I know I can do it, Veronica.
Personally, what are your chances, do you think?
I have a very good chances. Why I say that is because of this. I can relate to people. You know, I came from a background where, you know, I came from a big family, a large family, immigrant family. And I'm the 7th child so I have 9 siblings, 5 brothers, 4 sisters. Came from a really large family. My mother was a teacher for 45 years, and my dad was a small business owner for 50 years.
What province are you in the Philippines?
Oh, my dad's from Batangas, so that's north.
Batangas, Tagalog.
Right, Tagalog. And my mom, listen, my mom is from the south, from Mindanao.
Oh.
So north and south, right? And then they met in Manila. So I came from a humble background, came from a large family. I'm Filipino American. I came from a very devout Catholic family. So I was raised in the Catholic conservative values, and that's what I bring in. And I want to reflect, I want the court to reflect our community too, because here in DuPage, although we have a lot of substantial population of Filipino American, not all of them are engaged in civic. So I'm trying to educate our community to be involved, not only in social events, functions, parties, or picnic. Get involved, be active in civics, vote, register, and participate in the legal process, right? And political process. That is important because you cannot have a voice without participating. And that's what I think the Filipino American communities are lacking, not just in DuPage, but I think in Cook County too, Veronica.
Correct. Is there a big number of Asian population in DuPage?
There is. We have, I attended a few, actually several since I started campaigning. We have Taiwanese American, we have Korean American, we have Indian, Southeast or South Asian, the Indian population here, and of course the Filipino American population. I'm currently a member of the Filipino American Association of the South DuPage. Yes, facade. They call it facade. And obviously I've been invited a few events for the Filipino American seniors of DuPage. So I'm very, very engaged and involved in our communities here, but also I'm trying to reach out to other Asian communities. So my chances are pretty good. Let me tell you why. Because although I'm running, let me go back. Last primary election in March, I got the most votes of all judicial candidates for DuPage, Veronica. I am so blessed. I thought hard work and prayers work. I got the most votes of all judicial candidates for DuPage Court. So that was my sort of sale pitch to people. Hey, I got the most votes. It's name recognition. I went door to door during the primary season, and I know it's they told me you have to work hard, you have to get yourself out there. I did that. I went church to church, train station, door to door. My husband and I and a few volunteers, they helped me spread the word, spread my name. So before the primary, that's exactly what it did. And guess what? It worked. Name recognition worked. And the fact that I'm reaching out to the community, not just my community, Asian American community, all communities of DuPage, they now know me. So my chances is I'm using the data from the primary, and also the fact that even though I'm running as a Republican candidate here in DuPage, being a minority woman, I think I'm confident that I may be able to reach out to the swing vote voters, independent voters, and Democrat voters.
Great, terrific. How big is the DuPage population of Asians?
Well, based on the the total registered voters, the last data, I'm using the last data, the latest data for the entire registered voters in DuPage, there is about approximately 670,000. I know it's not a lot. That's registered voters. And for my sub-circuit, Veronica, it's very limited, very narrow population. We're talking about only 91,000 in my sub-circuit. That means the voters, potential voters in my sub-circuit. But the totality of voters in DuPage, less than 700,000. It's not a lot. Maybe in population wise, maybe more than that, but the registered voters are only less than 700,000. Asian American voters comprise of, unfortunately, 10%, approximately 10% of that. And they're growing. Some of them may not be registered, so maybe the data is off because some of them are not registered. If you mobilize them and have them register before the election, I think I can get more votes out of the Asian American population. And that's my agenda, to mobilize the Asian American communities along with Filipino American communities to win. I plan to win in November, Veronica. I plan to win in November.
All right, very good. Well, Miss Hope, Fatima Mercado, living, living with your name like that, I hope that you are hopeful.
People tell me, I've heard people say, oh, that's your name. I thought that's a slogan. Well, I'm using that as a slogan, but it's actually, I tell people that's my name. So, you have to vote hope in November. So that's, it is, I'm using that as a campaign, hope, right? And I'm fortunate to have that name. And it's sometimes it's a pretty challenging to live up to that name, but I'm trying every single day to live up to that name, because my mom will be so disappointed if I don't.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Are you a member of the Filipino American Lawyers Association?
I'm glad you mentioned that. Yes, because they have my back. They're supporting me. I currently serve on the board of the Filipino American Lawyers Association of Chicago. I hope they can change it to Illinois. So I've been with FALA, the acronym for Filipino American Lawyers Association. I've been with FALA for I believe over 5 years now. And a colleague of mine, Janice Dantes, kudos to Janice. She's the one who actually, highly recommended or encouraged me to participate and get more involved within the legal community of Filipino lawyers in Illinois. So that was pretty interesting because, we need to have the support of the legal community too, not just our own community, but the legal community. They have to vet you, they have to support you, they have to recommend you, they have to endorse you. So I'm glad that they're behind, they're supporting me, that I have their unwavering support, and I'm really proud to be a member and be on the board.
Terrific. Okay, before we sign off, I want you to talk to our viewing audience. So there might be some DuPage County residents who are watching us now, okay, to vote for you. Okay.
Thank you for that. So, mga kababayan, if you live in DuPage County, if you reside in Downers Grove, Woodridge, Westmont, Oak Brook, Darien, and a portion of Naperville, I need your support. Please help me be your candidate and elect me for DuPage Court, 3rd Sub-Circuit. I will be humbled and honored to have your unwavering support. If you want to know more about me, please visit my website at electhopeforjudge.com. And if you want to know more about me, you can call me, send me an email, or just, reach out to Veronica. She has my information. Thank you, Veronica, for this opportunity, and God bless you all.
Yay! Thank you. Hope, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Veronica. This is great. This is great.
And I wish you good luck. And
Thank you.
And also don't hesitate to give us a call if you need some help for some more broadcasts.
Absolutely. Oh, by the way, I just want to plug my 4th of July parade in Downers Grove, in downtown Downers Grove. I have my own lineup there, Elect Hope for DuPage Court. It's going to start at 1 o'clock. The parade start up at 1 o'clock in Downers Grove. So I want to plug that in. And Veronica, I have a next fundraising event in August 21 in Downers Grove. I'll be honored to have you there in my next event in Downers Grove.
All right, great. Would love to be there if I could make it.
I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email reminder. Thank you, Veronica, again. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Hope. Hope Fatima Mercado, a Filipino-American lawyer living in DuPage County, and she's running for judge. Don't forget her name and her face, of course. She will be appearing in the show most of all if she wins the election. Of course, hopeful, right?
I will. That's the plan.
Right.
Win in November. Okay.
Maraming salamat. Hope.
Likewise. Thank you, Veronica, for this opportunity.
This is a prayer and a reminder. All we have is now. Anak, umuwi ka na.
Worldwide this morning, growing concern over a growing health crisis.
The World Health Organization has just declared that this is a pandemic.
Hi. I can't hug you. Don't touch me.
Over the last several days, we have seen peaceful demonstrations.
Protests over police brutality continued here in Austin.
Remember when you started going to college? You came home a liberal?
Dad, please.
That's what we do to you guys in school.
All these people that we never met and never will meet because of what had happened to them. It's just too much.
The way that our family communicates is not necessarily, it's not great.
What advice would you give for those of us that are struggling?
Deal with it.
I think the norm for our community has been to just stay silent and keep to your own business.
I could definitely be doing more than I'm doing right now, and I know that others can as well.
What if someone is called from God to be an activist?
I can answer that question.
Shouting revolution, oh wow, breaking each tradition.
You don't believe in the Black Lives Matter movement?
An advocacy group reporting at least 3,800 anti-Asian hate incidents since last March.
I'm kind of conflicted. I'm like, maybe I should move home and be here with them.
I hope that this moment makes you take a step forward and a step together in the right direction.
In order for a subject to not be taboo in our community, there always has to be someone to start that conversation.
You speak up for me when I can't speak up for myself.
And I've seen you do that for other people.
I see a lot of people who just kind of cut off friends and family, and I don't think I can do that. I love my parents.
This is a symbol of our voices. If you look at your neighbors around you, you will see who stands with you, who stands for you.
At least I know that you can stand up. That's the thing I'm so happy about.
We would like to welcome all of you to Baladna Jewelry. We have a very big selection of 21 karat gold jewelry imported from the Middle East, from Dubai, Saudi, and Bahrain. And we have a very big selection of diamond. We offer free financing for 6 months, and we have a layaway system which you can leave your stuff for 3 months. We repair gold and we buy old gold. Welcome to Baladna Jewelry.
Salamat po.
Good afternoon. This is Bridget Karina Quater bringing you this week's local news from our community. 9 cases of West Nile virus have been confirmed so far this year, as disease experts say the virus appears to be circulating more than usual for this time of summer. As of June 25th, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention had confirmed human cases in at least 7 states: Arizona, Arkansas, Kansas, Maryland, Michigan, Mississippi, and Tennessee. At least 18 states have detected this virus this year in humans, mosquitoes, birds, and other animals. 5 of the human cases were neuroinvasive, meaning people developed severe diseases such as inflammation of the brain or membranes surrounding the brain and spinal cord. This can lead to disorientation, vision loss, coma, or paralysis, and in rare cases may be fatal. There are no vaccines or treatments for West Nile virus, so people with severe illness usually receive supportive care such as fluids or pain medication. The Illinois Department of Public Health has announced an expanded list of high-risk zip codes, increasing mandatory testing for lead exposure of children who live within those areas. 148 new zip codes representing parts of 60 Illinois counties have been added to the list this year, bringing the total of high-risk zip codes to almost 1,200. There is no safe level of lead in the blood, said IDPH Director Dr. Samir Vora, to better serve our children and build brighter futures for all our residents. IDPH is acting to ensure that more children have access to the testing and interventions necessary to decrease the potential serious physical and developmental health concerns linked to lead exposure. Under Illinois law, any child residing in a high-risk zip code is to be tested automatically at 12, 24, and 36 months. All children 6 years of age and younger are required to be assessed for lead exposure through the use of a questionnaire administered by a pediatrician. In addition, children who fall into other risk categories spelled out in the questionnaire are also tested. Some 4% of U.S. adults aged 65 and older say they have been diagnosed with dementia, a rate that reached 13% for those at least 85 years old, according to a report of a national survey released on Thursday. The report issued by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention was based on the 2022 National Health Interview Survey, a nationally representative sample of U.S. adults aged 18 and older. The survey in 2019 added the option to report dementia, including Alzheimer's disease, to its questions on doctor-diagnosed health conditions. The CDC said 1.7% of adults ages 65 to 74 reported a dementia diagnosis, a rate that increased with age. For those ages 75 to 84, the reported dementia rate was 5.7%. The agency conducted in-person or telephone interviews with 8,757 people ages 65 and older who were asked whether they have been diagnosed with some form of dementia. Waterfowl hunters should mark their calendars for upcoming waterfowl blind drawings at several public hunting areas in Illinois. The Illinois Department of Natural Resources will host traditional blind drawings at various sites for this year. Participants are advised to follow any site-specific drawing procedures. Waterfowl hunters must register in person for blind site drawings and must be present at the drawing held at each location designated below immediately after the registration period to claim their blind sites. Mail-in or pre-registrations are not accepted. Blind allocations for these sites are good for 1 year. To participate in a drawing, all applicants must present a 2023 or 2024 regular Illinois hunting license, a 2023 or 2024 Illinois migratory waterfowl stamp at the time they register, unless exempted by law, and valid photo identification. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics data shows Illinois' unemployment rate increased to 4.9% during the month of May, tying for the third worst in the country. With the state adding just 43,900 jobs in May compared to the year before, Illinois ranked number 44 among all states for non-farm growth at just 0.7%. State Rep Steve McClure from Springfield said it's not hard to decipher why Illinois stands where it does when it comes to the state's struggling job market. That's all for today. Thank you for watching our news this week. This is Bridget. See you next time.
It's more fun in the Philippines.